So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 75 of our Portsmouth career mode, and we're going to be kicking off this episode with an away game up against Cardiff. So is it going to be our second defeat against Cardiff within 3 days, or is our second team lineup going to prove that they are not that much different from the first team, and the second team are going to go ahead and outwit the first team and beat Cardiff? So in this game, three people will be making their debuts. Klosterman at right back, Ryan Gould at cam, and Martinez at left wing. Let's see how they get on. Ender Stevens with the ball through to Martinez here. Martinez back to Ryan Gould. Gould strikes it, and that's a really good strike by Ryan Gould, and it forces Costel Pantilimon into an amazing save. But Ben Pedrosa is going to take the quick corner. It's going to come into Bantam, Frank Lampard's regen, and Pantilimon once again matching it with a decent save. Dahoud with the ball through to Pedrosa. Pedrosa through to Ryan Gould. It's a really good ball, but it gets cut out by Morrison, the Cardiff centre-back. And we're going to do our best to try and win the ball back here, as our new right-back is actually challenging really high up the pitch. And I do really like him. And obviously, he's the same rating as Alves, or just one less. Which means if he puts in good performances and Alves puts in poor performances, there's no reason why our new right-back can't go ahead and take his starting position. And we find ourselves 1-0 down, yet again, and yet again it's against Cardiff. This time it's Ender Stevens' fault. I was trying to get the ball clear, I was spamming the X button, but Ender Stevens would just not pass the ball for some reason. He went into like a spasm where he wouldn't do anything. As you see here, they got the ball out wide. There was some good play from Cardiff, don't get me wrong, but he wins the ball back here. I'm spamming X, he doesn't do anything, doesn't pass the ball, he doesn't win the ball back, and now Lefondre scores in the 26th minute. And we find ourselves 1-0 down, and if we don't get ourselves back in the game, we're going to be out of the Capital One Cup, which is going to be pretty much the same as what we did last season, and that's the last thing we want this year. But once again, another good chance here. Pilkington down the wing, he whips the ball in the box, Ongwen gets the ball, and now it's 2-0 down. 29 minutes into the game, Lefondre scoring the second goal. Ender Stevens once again getting beaten down the left hand side. They whip the ball in the box. Ongwen, once again, I'm spamming the buttons to get the ball clear, and he chest controls the ball. Why would you control the ball when you're facing your own goal under pressure? A chance here, we've won the ball back through Bantam. Bantam's surely going to find the back of the net. He's not, because Costel Pantilimon has pulled off an absolute incredible save. But we're going to take the short corner here. Ben Pedrosa going to play it back to Bantam, who's just missed an absolute sitter. Can Bantam make up for it and find the back of the net? You bet he can't. Got a chance to break here. Bantam's on the ball. Bantam's going to play the ball through to Bailey. It's a really good ball through to him. Bailey to take on everyone. He is actually on his left boot, which is unfortunate for us. He cuts back inside. He keeps on going. Can Bailey get ourselves back in the game? No, he can't, because once again, miraculously, when we're going to shoot, somehow there's a Cardiff player in front of us. Over Ryan Gould plays the ball through to Pedrosa. Pedrosa through to Bailey. Bailey strikes it, and Pantilimon, who has suddenly turned into Manuel Neuer, saves the shot once again. But Ryan Gould playing the ball out wide here. Surely this time we're going to find the back of the net. No, we're not, because once again Pantilimon saves it, and we try the acrobatics with Martinez, and you know what? Pantilimon's there again. Bloody hell, we better sign this goalkeeper. I bet he's going to cost us 50 million euros. So that's it for the game. We end up losing the game 2-0 against Cardiff, and that's 5-0 on aggregate. We've lost against Cardiff. My man of the match, I'm not going to give one, and well, 10 shots, 9 on target, and we couldn't score? You've got to be kidding me. So now we get a transfer offer from Ben Pedrosa, once again from Blackburn, and Blackburn can just piss off. They keep going on that they want him, but then they're not going to pay his valuation. So no, you're not having him, and you're not going to have our left back. Well, maybe you can. Maybe if you offer 1.5 million, which is 400,000 over his valuation, you can have him. But unless you pay that, you're not going to have him. They're not going to let their left back go because he's recently joined the team, which is fair enough. So that means we are now going to go ahead and offer to loan him, and we're going to loan him for one season, and then we'll probably buy him after that, depending on how good he is. So a 1-year loan deal. Let's see if Empoli will accept that. However, it's now time to move into the next game, which is going to be away from home up against Newcastle. And hopefully we can improve on our previous 2 games, because they've been disastrous for us. But we have changed up the formation a little bit. We've got a right wing back and left wing back now. We've got a CDM, a cam, then we've got a right wing, left wing, and 2 strikers. So hopefully this can give us a little bit more security at the back, and hopefully allow us to score a few more goals. But Boca making his way through past everyone here. He's going to play the ball through to Kishner, and he gets absolutely taken out by the Newcastle centre-back there, because he knew he would have played Kishner through, and that was very naughty, to be honest. However, we're going to have a chance now and we're going to give it to Boca. He's got some really good free kick stats. Can he get the ball up and over the wall? He gets it up and over and he scores a fantastic goal there from the free kick. And Yannick Boca, the new signing from Chelsea, scores a wonderful free kick there. And he's so quick across the ground, but yet he's so tall as well. And it's always good to hear when you've got a player like that that's always good at set pieces as well. This guy is just a beast in disguise. We win the ball back here, we play the ball through. Kingsley Coman is through now. He's going to be through one-on-one. He actually plays the ball back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek through to Kishner. Kishner surely going to find the back of the net. And he's actually missed it. Tim Krul making a world-class save there. And Kishner, you've got to be hitting the back of the net from there. But we're going to make some substitutions now. Or we're going to attempt to. But Dahoud is the only person we can bring on. So Dahoud can come on. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can move up to Cam. And apart from that, there's not really anyone else we can, in fact, bring on. Actually, we're going to bring on Ryan Gould on the left. Let's see if he can create something for himself. We win the ball back through Jordi Amat. Jordi Amat's going to try and create something. He plays the ball to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek loses the ball. And there's so many bodies forward for us here. If they go on a counter-attack, we could be in deep trouble. And they hoof the ball forward. Sadio Mane is through. Can Shiplock get there? He heads it clear. We've got to win that loose ball here, as Mbemba, the centre-back for them, is so far up. He head balls, or he side foots the ball back to Mane. Mane whips it in. Surely they're not going to score. Thankfully not. Gomez's header goes over the bar, and we're hoping now the referee's going to blow his final whistle, and we should wrap up all 3 points. And eventually the referee blows his whistle, and that's it for the game. We end up winning the game 1-0. We should have had 1 or 2 more, but Yannick Boca is basically the man of the match, obviously, scoring a fantastic goal as well. Nearly scoring a second, but it just wasn't to be. But we're really struggling in the defensive line. We're going to have to buy a new centre-back, I think. So we're now into transfer deadline day, and we've offered, basically, deals to every single person that we've had on our shortlist. Real Madrid come back and say they want 38 million for a left winger. Liverpool come back and say they would accept 12 million for Jordan Ibe. Valencia come back and say they would accept 12 million for Zakaria Bakali, who's 23 years old. That's 6 million under his valuation. Why they've accepted that, I do not know. Genoa say they won't accept a bid for Iramo. Sporting say they will accept 20 million for Martins. Hanover, unfortunately, will say they won't accept it for their centre-back. Barcelona would accept 3 million for their centre-back. Juventus say that they don't want to let Daniel Rigani go. Everton say they want 17 million for Brendan Galloway. Everton want 52 million for John Stones. The loan offers has been accepted for our random left back, so we're going to go ahead and bring him into the club and see what he's like. Blackburn come back and say they will give us 1.3 million for Ender Stevens, which is fair enough, and we'll now let him go. Now we've just brought in a left back in. So a lot's happening here. Jonathan Tah, a 21 million bid has been accepted for him, so maybe we can go ahead and offer him a contract. He's an 80 rated centre back. Maitland-Niles I want 24 million for, and apart from that, well, I can breathe, and we've got we can think about stuff now. So they currently we need about 80,000 to offer contracts to people. So we're going to go ahead and offer contracts to loads of different people, and we're going to also look for a new centre-back, because I think we need a new centre-back, but we can offer a new contract to Jordan Ibe, who could be a decent player if he comes in. So he could be a left winger, 76 rated. We could bring in another player through Zakaria Bakali. I think this is the best deal of them all. 80 rated, 23 years old, and they say we can pick him up for 12 million because he's currently got no contract left. Gelson Martin's currently 80 rated, and he's going to cost us 20 million if we bring him in. We're still going to offer him a contract just to see what happens. I want to offer everyone a contract, and then obviously we can still decline the ones that we don't. Barcelona, this guy here is 75 rated, 22 years old. 3 million for this guy isn't a lot of money, so we go ahead and offer him a deal, and let's see if George Mere will accept his deal to come to the club. Everton unfortunately won't accept any of theirs, and we can also offer a contract to Jonathan Tah. So this guy could be an amazing player if we bring him in, but the problem is if we bring Jonathan Tah in, we won't have enough money to bring in Bakali. So now we get some more stuff come back. Jordan Ibe accepted his contract, Bakali's accepted his, Martin's accepted his, Mary's accepted his. This guy, Ender Stevens, has been sold. Jonathan Tah said he doesn't want to relocate, so we're going to have to offer him a bigger contract to try and convince him to come to the club. But the problem is, like I said, if we let Jonathan Tah come in, we're not going to be able to afford Zakaria Bakali. So we've had an offer accepted of 12 million for Kevin Wimmer from Spurs. So we're going to go ahead and offer him a contract, and he will be a crucial first team player if he does come in. He's currently valued at 16.5 million, so he must be quite good. Everton have also accepted a 15 million bid for Brendan Galloway, who can also play at a centre back. So he could be a good signing for us. Or Jonathan Tah obviously still saying he wants more money, and I'm just not going to get him, because I'm not going to go ahead and buy Jonathan Tah and not get Zakaria Bakali, because I'm sorry guys, Zakaria Bakali for me is an absolute steal, so I'm going to try my very best to get him. So we now get Rivaldo Kouatse might be going to Middlesbrough for 2.5 million if they go ahead and accept the counter bid. And also Kevin Wimmer's accepted his contract. Spurs have accepted a 13 million bid for Eric Dyer. And also there's something else in the inbox that says that Brendan Galloway's accepted his contract. So Jonathan Tah won't be joining the club because he's not accepting anything. So I'm not sure whether we accept Brendan Galloway. We wait for Eric Dyer, who is currently 78 rated, or we accept Kevin Wimmer, who we're not 100% sure what his rating is. So with just 2 hours remaining, Eric Dyer comes back to us and says he has accepted his contract offer. So with just 2 hours remaining, Eric Dyer's come back to us and said he will accept his contract offer. So it's between all of these players. Do we sign Eric Dyer for 13 million and 70,000 a week? We can sign Kevin Wimmer, who's actually a little bit older, and he's valued higher, so I'm not sure whether I take the risk on him, but he's going to cost us 20,000 a week more. Then we can either sign Brendan Galloway, or we can then sign Jorge Mere, Gelson Martin, Zakaria Bakali, Jordan Ibe. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the first player I'm going to go ahead and bring into the club is this guy, Zakaria Bakali. He's 23 years old. He's currently valued at 19 million, and we're going to get him for 12. That's an absolute steal. We're not going to get Jordan Ibe because we need a centre-back, so we need to decide on the 3 players we got remaining. Do we decide on bringing in, or let's just get rid of Gelson Martins because we don't want him. Do we bring in Eric Dyer, Kevin Wimmer, Brendan Galloway, or Jorge Mere? We can actually bring in Jorge Mere plus another person as well if we want to. So I think we're actually going to go with Eric Dyer, because even though we can actually afford Brendan Galloway, he's 15 million. And he is quite a bit of money, and I don't want to be spending that much on him. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go for Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer is going to join the club, and he's currently valued at 9 million. We're going to get him for around about 13. Kevin Wimmer we're not going to get, which I do believe he's probably going to be around about the same rating anyway. And Brendan Galloway, even though he's a left back, he can also play centre back, we're also going to reject him. Jorge Mere, we can't even join the club anyway. So we've got no wages left, and we've got 1 million transfer budget left. So let's have a look at the new players we've signed, and let's see the squad we've built. So let's have a look. As you can see here, Eric Dyer is currently a 78 rated player. He looks really good, and also that's why I wanted him. He can play centre back, right back, and CDM. He looks an absolute monster. 6'2". He's got some really good free kick stats, long shots, shot power, standing tackle. He's got good strength, good stamina, good aggression, and he looks really good. And look at this guy as well. Zakaria Bakali's got a long shot take. He can play right wing and left wing. He's got 88, 92 dribbling. He looks like an absolute animal, and that's what he is. He's got long shot taker, he's an acrobat, he's a dribbler, and also this is the new left back we brought in as well, Skrinzy. He's an acrobat, he's very quick as well across the ground. He's only 19 years of age. He can play left back, right mid, and centre mid, so he's quite a versatile player as well. So we've built up quite a good squad for ourselves here. However, that is now it for transfer deadline day. As you can see there, we've actually picked up an injury as well. Jordi Amat's going to be out for 7 days with a head cut, which isn't too bad. They've spent over 402 million euros. That's just ridiculous. And we've signed loads of new players as well, which is brilliant news for us, as we have really strengthened up this squad heaps and bounds. We've brought in 2 solid new centre backs. We've brought in some decent players. We're going to go back into the squad as well. Now Mastro's now hit the next rating. I think we're going to take Alves out and put another new player in that we've just signed. So we can either put Eric Dyer in. So Eric Dyer can go in. We can put Gold in. Or we can also put Bakali in, who's Bakali's now hit an 81 rated as well. I don't really know what to do. What do we do? Martinez, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put Martinez for the minute. Martinez can go in. He can go on shooting stats just to improve his shots, chance creation a little bit. And let's see how they get on. And Bailey actually goes up now to a 75 rated. Bailey, I am actually loving this guy now. He's gone up 4 ratings this season, I believe. However, that is going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be hugely appreciated. And I really hope to next time very, very soon for the next episode of whatever that career mode might be. Thank you. Bye-bye.